Hey guys, here I am again, and today we will be looking at a recently dumped version of Marbler Special. I've already loaded up the ROM, so we're going to reset here. And this was just dumped a couple of days ago. So real quick for this, to load it, you want to type load. And to get the quotes, you want to hold shift and press 2 on this. Just type this, enter. Pretty simple. Here, let me turn down the game volume a little bit. Oh. Okay guys, sorry about that. So yeah, this was recently dumped. And I have played through this a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started. This is not like Donggong 3 Daigyakushu, where this was completely new to me. But you might be wondering what I'm doing here. I'm waiting for a pattern because you saw me discuss this a little bit on Twitter. I actually managed to loop the stages on here back to phase 0, which is the 100th phase. And thus, you will be seeing some very interesting footage today. Sort of like that million-point game of the X1 version I did. But, you're gonna see the full game this time. I'm not sure if I'll break a million, but I'm gonna try. So I know I've been going kind of fast, I haven't been explaining my strategies, but that's because there's a lot to explain. I'm trying to make sure you know what's going on here. So basically on this, you saw I killed the 2 shell creepers there. That's because obviously it gets us more points. So not many people show this. You can stun the shell creeper, you can stun enemies of any kind on the conveyor belts. And it's a really basic feature, but I don't really see many people doing it. I don't believe. But you can do it a lot, especially in the earlier stages, and that'll help you rack up points a lot faster. So we already through the first loop, not score stage loop, but the first, I guess, screen loop. So for this, you'll see the patterns. You'll see that hole come across near the left there, and you just kind of want to wait kind of bide your time. Wait your turn here. That hole will come up there. Tap left to just kind of clip through the side of the screen there. Jump up here, run across, and you never want to hit these both. You never want to hit them at one time. They switch. For instance, you'll see a lot of people hitting, yellow, red, and then move on to the next one, yellow, red. You don't want to do that because while they are yellow, the things will not deactivate. They will just stay there indefinitely. Which is why you see a lot of people struggling because the switches will run out and they'll deactivate. But if you leave them yellow and do that, you'll get more time. And with this, as far as stunning enemies at the right time, that kind of takes practice. You see I killed him so early there, the platform wasn't there. 48400, we are doing extremely well here so far. Looking to be a good game. So here, let's see if we can stun this time. So you kind of want to play it by ear here and see just how the enemies whether or not it's worth it to stun, because on the earlier stages it usually is. But then if we can time this right, no, we couldn't have, and I fell off there trying to get that. And now we have completely missed our shots. I screwed that up, but you get the idea. Also, if you hit your head on a platform as you jump over an enemy, the enemy will die, but they will always respawn. As you see there, comes back. Now, if you stun them on the conveyor belts, they will not come back. The conveyor belts act like the trampolines on the second screen. As we get further into the game, there's less strategy, and when that time comes, I'll talk more about sort of the history of what we did to dump this and all. So for this, as soon as this starts, you want to jump, and then you kind of feel your way around. Circle through, jump, go over here, click that, jump straight up, circle to the side of the screen, jumping as you do that. You get into a routine. I kind of screwed that up, but you get into basically a routine. You kind of have to feel it out, but it's pretty much how you're supposed to do it. Here, same thing. Jump through a hole, kind of stay here, and you can actually tap left and right and kind of just do whatever here really while you're waiting for it to circle back around and have that. Now just tap left, just enough to make you. Now that firefly is coming, so we have to get out of the way there. Sometimes enemies will come that way, so you just have to watch out for that. It's the one time you don't, in which case you just kind of run away. Now that thing looks like it's gonna, an enemy could drop from a pipe there, so we want to get over here. Jump straight up, so we don't have the second one, have to go back for the first. Not that it would really matter, since it's just the first time they won't deactivate, but good practice. Now you want to run back across. Or through. Phase 10 here. It is possible to stun enemies, even fireflies, the second they come out the pipe. Pretty much like that. Fireflies, before they even have a chance to bounce. They're going that way, so I couldn't really do it that time. Unless or actually I could have, but I couldn't stun them on the initial platform that time, unless I'd gotten them on that first bounce. Alright, so we want to beware of the green fireball, but we're going to get down here. Yeah, it's going to spawn this time. Usually I can hold off the green fireball spawning until later, but this time it wasn't. Yeah, there it is. Nonetheless, we're through. 98,500, it's an okay score for here. I've been at around 100,000 here before. But, pretty good. Ah, crap. I screwed that up. Normally better than this. Now, in this case, we want to use the platform. That firefly's coming, so we're going to try to circle back around here. Since that firefly fell in front of the shell creeper, we can probably make it around in time, yeah. Then we're going to jump so that we hit that just as the firefly is touching the ground. We're not going to be able to get that thing. Let's go. Let's try to get the dollar. Or be able to get it that time. Looks like we cleared all the enemies, so we're through. Now, there are difficulty increases which have not really been documented. And you will see those as we get along. Even if you don't see all of them, you'll at least see some. There's red fireballs in the game. You probably saw on the site when the ROM was released. When the ROM was released, you probably saw on the site that our enemies had a red fireball. And if you don't know how those are in the game, why that image exists, because you might be thinking there's only green fireballs. Well, just wait. Just wait and see. Alright, now we want to get away from the pipe. But in that case, if we can get back across, we can do that. Then run away. What I've noticed is that when enemies respawn, they'll normally just respawn from the same pipe and in the same direction as you killed them. when you kill them that one way. We're gonna try to time this right. Not gonna be able to get that. A lot of dealing with the fighter flies on here is just kind of getting used. Just kind of getting used to them. Their pattern, you know, when they're gonna jump, how the physics kind of feel with that. Can't really say I have any strategies other than that. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Yes, alright. Now Firefly's going on into the pipe. We're going to spawn the green fireball down there so it doesn't threaten us when we get up here and try to stun it. Stun it, kick it. That fireball's going to spawn there. Green fireball. It's just on the left. You can't see where I'm pointing. Then we're just going to circle around the back of the screen, jump up there, cut across, and there we go. So with this, I should also mention, to get on the platform fast enough, you're going to need to jump. Right, you're going to need to jump. Because the pipes actually, the screen circling, unlike in the original Mario Brothers, it starts at the pipe. It doesn't start at the actual edge of the screen. It starts at the edge of the pipe. The front edge of the pipe. Alright, we'll make that. Alright. Now the question is, and this is kind of where you want to kind of decide based on this. Well, we got the ring, but we still got several enemies on screen. Do we kill them? Or do we take the money and run? I'm gonna die. That was stupid. I swear I was holding right. But that'll happen from time to time. I probably pressed it too late. Must have pressed it too late. Alright, let's see here. There's a glitch that hasn't been shown yet, surprisingly, if the platform is just getting up and a fighter fly lands on it, it'll actually basically fall through the platform. Which can be helpful at times if you're up here. It's still not happening, I don't know. I guess it's not just coming up though. Yeah, staying here is probably not worth it. But yet I continue to try anyway. Really should be going for the stage more than the score though this time, just so I can show off all the difficulty increases. Alright, we had our first death, but we're through. Let's see. So I'm trying to think if there's any strategies I haven't really explained as far as what we've had so far. Trampoline stage, it just to hit the enemies to stun the enemies on the first platform when they're coming down. That just takes practice. You just learn. You kind of learn the timing. You can kind of watch me doing it as a guideline if you want, for the kind of the timing. But that's about it. That's as far as I can offer there. Here it's pretty much always the same strategy. I almost never die on here. When the enemies start coming out of the pipes when you're near, you kind of have to be cautious of that. But, and by the way, the shell creepers and the fighter flies will kind of fall off that platform when they're about to come back around, but the side steppers won't. And also, yeah, that platform up there will close off sometimes, and you just kind of have to take it and wait. Sometimes the enemies will kind of trap you down here. So right now we're just waiting. We're going to try to jump. I failed at that miserably. Alright, let's hope it's smooth sailing through for here. From here on out. There will be some times if you jump right next to an enemy. If it's coming out of a pipe. Okay, do you see that? That's another reason. You always want to jump near the pipes. You can actually clip through fighter flies there. If you don't kill them. If they're up, you can touch them and live. Had to point that out. But anyway, if you're right next to an enemy, just the right position, sometimes you can actually kill them without jumping over them. This is, of course, assuming you... And I'm really screwing up the timing of this. Ah. Let's see. Alright, let's just work with what we have down here. Try to get the fight or fly first. Alright, since I'm kind of running out of strategies here, I'll start talking about history. So, we won this and the PC 6601 version off of Yahoo Japan. Pretty much. And then, guy who goes by the name Hubs helped us dump it. He has the hardware for dumping some of this stuff. And he sends the ROM. This was, as you saw at the beginning, this was a menu. This was not the standard release of this game. This originally came out on tape. There was only a tape version. Some of these platforms had tape releases and disc releases. Some only had one or the other. This only had a tape initially, but I don't know how this worked. I don't know the history behind this. I haven't been able to find anything out about it. Apparently there was some sort of compilation pack that Hudson released of some kind that had this. There was something similar I've seen for the MZ-2200 version as well, called the Joy Joy pack, but I don't think this is quite what this was. This seems different. I can't tell you the origins, unfortunately, but if anyone knows anything about this, please let me know. But later on, I'll be showing the PC 6601 version. That'll be a separate video. We'll see how well we can do on that. I will go over, I guess, actually, what makes this version different, because I had someone ask on Twitter earlier, can't remember your name if you're watching this, but what the differences between all the versions of this were, and this obviously, if you played the X1 version, PC88 version, FM7 version, if you somehow play the MZ-1500 version, what other ones? And then the other one that's dumped, which has a normal palette, is the PC9801 version. All those have a certain palette. This one has a little bit of a different palette, which, if you compare them, you'll notice. PC6601 version has a really different palette with a blue background and everything, but this one is still different. But more than this sounds similar to the PC8801 version, but it's not quite. It's a little bit better quality. It's sort of like, if you'll have to compare them back to back if you want to see what I mean. Maybe I'll do some sort of comparison video of the versions at some point. We got an extra 800 points there for compared to if we had taken them out separately. And also, guys, sorry about the break in videos. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything. I just, for this, I try to think of, more history-related stuff to post, and there hadn't been really any major updates in the past few months or so. We actually did see a second copy of... There it is! Okay, there it is! The Firefly fell through the platform. Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, keep getting interrupted when I start to make a point. But there was a second copy of that came up. That turned up. It was a complete box, everything, and how things because it scanned the manuals. Unfortunately, I do not know what exactly happened to that version. We didn't win it, unfortunately. I did see some posts in Japan, though, about some guy who had obtained it. And he was kind of talking about it a little bit. Something I found when looking for more auctions of it one day. Some Japanese blog post. I don't remember what all it said, but... whatever it is, I'm guessing he's not interested in releasing it. I think the sound is a little behind this version as well, but that's just my emulator. I used to have problems with X1 games doing that too. I don't know why it's randomly stopped with that one day. I don't know if it's randomly going to stop with this one day as well. And also, I saw we're in phase 25, so this is one of the weird things that's in the document you're about to see. Notice what happens here. Look at the enemies. Pay attention to the enemies. I'm going to do my normal routine to get through this, but pay attention to them. All these sidesteppers. And I'm going to, spoiler alert, there are six total enemies on this, and they're all sidesteppers. Now, if you think that's weird, then this screen, phase 26, is very interesting. Take a look. That was an okay run through that. I have done it before without spawning the green fireball. I've gotten all of them in run, but that is what I call the ultimate shell creeper stage. I don't know, it reappears. You'll see it, assuming I do well enough. You'll see it later on too. I don't know why it happens. I don't know its reason. I don't know if it was supposed to meant if phase 26 is the sidestepper thing was on phase 25. I don't know if it was meant to be, hey, you got far enough, you know, like it's just this little. Not Easter egg, just this little secret, I guess, if you got far enough. I don't know. That seems intentional. Unlike what you're going to see later on, and there's no way it wasn't intentional. Coming up at around 655,000 points, you're going to see something very interesting. Those two are gonna hit each other. Yeah. See if we can kill all the enemies here. At least most of them. Didn't realize there was another fighter fly yet to spawn. Alright, let's kill this one last sidestepper just because we can. I'll get out of here. Kind of screwing this up. Good news is there's a lot of room for recovery on the bonus stage. Looking down this, I've been playing for almost 25 minutes. I've been recording this for almost 25 minutes already. And now we want to try to avoid that pipe, but no, I'm going to come back around. I was going to see if I could jump up, kind of hit that first switch, but it's not going to work. But this looks like it will. If you can jump up in between those two. I'll make that one. It's also fine, just as long as we're not too close to the pipe. Now you want to get away from these pipes because more enemies could spawn out of them. There we go. I will inform you that I have a couple more videos of undubbed versions of Hudson Nintendo games that I got off of Nico Nico. Like Punch Ball for MZ-2200 I uploaded the other night. I have more videos like that, a few more. So I will be uploading them. Yeah, a few more. Actually, that's right, there was actually one thing that I could have made a video about. The SMC 777 version. I might kill that. No. Let's question that. But the SMC 777 version of this game was found to exist. It was a rumor for years, and everyone thought it was canceled or something. It was certainly in development at some point, everyone knew, but it was believed to be canceled for unknown reasons, like Daiyakushu for FM7 was. But nope, we did not find one. We found 2 auction copies. We lost them both, unfortunately, which is really a shame. It was odd because we never seen those come up for sale before, and then when they do, there's 2 right back to back. And they were 2 completely different ones. One was loose with some other games for the computer, and then one was complete in box. What phase are we in? Okay, so phase 35 coming up here. The conveyor belt screen, that's when the next difficulty increase is going to come. I also have a new Discord server up, which I'll post a link in the description of that. It only has a couple members right now. The only thing is, can't leak preservation you can't leak preservation links on there because it has since been believed that it's since been come to the conclusion that the reason Daigakushu went so high initially, the auction we did win, was because of the publicity. And also, difficulty increase here. That is the red fireball that the image is of. You can see it in action now. And that's not even the last increase involving that thing. Hopefully I'll make it far enough to show you guys that. There's one last difficulty increase after this, and it does not come until phase 51. Back. We'll get out of here in a minute. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, let's just get out of here as soon as we can. Alright, so it adds a completely adds a new level challenge. You have to kind of see when you want to get up there. Kind of have to time that right too, while contending with all the enemies. As far as why Daigakushu went so high, probably because of the publicity, but there were also a lot of other games in there, which I believe could have contributed. Because it came in a lot of 6 games. After that first death, we've been doing pretty well. First death came a little early on for my liking, but after that, it's been pretty smooth sailing. Alright, we just got that to contend with. So once again, I'll go over some of this again just to reinforce. We're gonna get down here, so let's go in the pipe. We'll stay down here just long enough to spawn the green fireball, then we'll start getting back up. And actually, the one thing I haven't figured out, I'll mention, is I still don't know why the enemies go different directions. I mean, what controls which direction the enemies go. On any of these screens, I have not figured that out. I tried to experiment using save states once on the, I think it was the PC-88 version. I came up with nothing. There was no correlation I could figure out. The only thing I think I thought initially it's something to do with button inputs or something. That was my only. There was a little evidence of that something to do with when exactly. Let's say you were going left to get. I can't remember which way I go at the beginning of the pattern there to get up there. Let's say it was left. It depended on. I thought it depended on something like when you push left. How soon after the screen started you start going left? But I don't. That does not make any sense, and neither does the score. Neither does something you're about to see in less than 100,000 points. But I don't know. It still seems a little bit much. Still seems like something that they wouldn't have let in there. This is new. I usually don't have to contend with this. Alright, let's see. How are we going to do this? Let's try that. So you see here, there's another ultimate shell creepers here. This is where the second one is. Screwed that up already. Let's see. See if we can get any other row. There's a score loop. Okay. That looped really early that time for some reason. So do you see what happens? So now it says my top score is 647,000. The maximum achievable score is 655,460, I believe. Or at least that's the score at which this that's when the score loops. I think just 655,000 on the dot or something. It's probably your max score. No, 655,400 would be. But you see now there's a number in the tens place, and once again, I pointed that out, and that's why. That's just this score loop in action. I don't know why it happens. It's completely random. And I don't believe they're documented. You actually, in the X1 version, that's right, you saw it, but you saw it after it had taken place, but you didn't see it happen. So that's it in that. That's what it does when it happens. I also use save states some with that to try to learn more about that. I think that's how I deduced the score of 655,460. I'm gonna die. Ah, crap. I thought I was gonna be able to hit the conveyor belt with just enough space to stun it. This is an okay game. I don't think we're gonna break 1,000,000, but we should get to see less difficulty increase at least. I don't remember if I fully answered earlier the differences between the versions. Sorry for getting sidetracked on that. I know it was a while ago, but if you notice here, the physics on this feel different than the other versions. If you compare it to that stuff, I mean, it's different. I don't know how to describe it. They're not terribly different. The jumping stuff feels similar, but it also feels different. It's hard to describe unless you've played it. Almost to the 700,000 point mark. Okay, now can we get up here like that, then run away? Yeah, that's how you want to run away. That's why you want to run away, of course. It's because enemies will come out that close to you. As recently as this was done, this is actually now the version with my high score. Because I was trying to get those screenshots before the game was publicly distributed. But ended up being I ended up playing it so much. What I was trying to say is that I ended up getting even better than I am at the X1 version. Alright, it's not this loop, but the next loop. Here you will see the final difficulty increase. I'm gonna miss that, aren't I? A little bit of interesting trivia is if you look at the site and you open both pages, one with this version, with the release of this version, the other with the release of the PC-6601 version, you'll notice that Luigi in this version is exactly the same looking as Mario in the PC-6601 version. Alright, it's gonna be tough to get around. Once the fireball goes back though, you can just do this. Almost got killed there. Alright, let's get out of here. There's 3 fighter flies plus a sidestep where I do not feel good about staying in here much longer. And now a shell creeper. I don't remember if that was there before. I kind of lost track of all the enemies. Okay, so what you have to do here, you kind of have to stay right between the enemies. We'll kill this to get out alive. Now we can get up on the platform when it comes back. Get out of here. What I did when I got the images like that phase 100, phase 0 image, that was actually kind of a session I played throughout the day. That was kind of a day-long session. Man, I took a break for lunch and stuff throughout that. For those who don't know, escape is pause. I'm actually going to show this off. So when you press escape to pause, if you just press escape again to unpause, you'll notice the animation will slowly increase. What you actually have to do in the PC-6601 version, actually it'll just unpause like normal, I think. But in this, you actually have to tap the direction. Most versions, the X1 version's like that too. I want to say the MZ-1500 version is as well, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played that one. FM7 I haven't played enough to recall. That version's interesting. That version actually has control weirdness. Basically, best way I can describe it is picture it like the 5200 joystick, except it's an input thing to where press it down once you don't stop until you press down or jump onto a platform. It's really bizarre. The only theory I've seen on why this was done was because apparently the FM7's keyboard had latency issues or something. Something weird that made them and it made Hudson think that was a good idea. But that had no backing out, that was just a theory. Alright, final difficulty increase coming up, and it won't be apparent immediately. Alright, so the red fireball is going to come out like that, like normal. It's going to bounce across. Watch it when it starts to come back from that side of the screen. That is right. They actually implemented a second red fireball. On phase 51. And this is the only footage ever filmed showcase. Actually, no, that's right. I keep forgetting I made the X1 version video. So some of the stuff I'm rehashing from there, but still good as a reminder. Ah, crap. Can I get out of this? Alright, so now we just have... So that actually turned out okay. I thought it was going to be harder to get out of that. Stay on the edge here, because that'll... So there, we'll have enough room to get up there. I've been playing this for around 45 minutes now. I think Fireball's gonna come out while I'm... Or isn't it? Yeah. After a while, you kind of learn the timing of that, too. It's hard to describe, you just kind of do. That was dry. Got killed from the fireball. Another ultimate shell creeper's coming up here. It's like called, I don't know its official name, of course. Ah, accidentally hit that one twice. See, now it's ticking back. So now we have to hurry while contending with these sidesteppers. Oh, crap. Alright. Alright guys, I'll be back in a second. I gotta do something real quick. Alright guys, sorry about that, I'm back. These were all on the ground. Game's being pretty generous with that. Alright. Let's see. So now you see we have to figure out, even once the dollars are again, we still have to figure that out. How exactly we're gonna do that. Whoa, crap. Did not see that sidestepper for a minute. So I got killed because of it. Ah, crap. Alright, let's see. Can we break 1,000,000? That is the question. We're about 70,000 points away. Also, yeah, the fighter flies can get down there sometimes. That can be annoying, except that time I actually eliminated one, which was nice. I've been playing for almost 55 minutes. Can we have an hour-long game? Sorry about my mouth being so dry, guys. I don't know if you can hear that very well. Less than 10,000 away from a million. Alright, let's hope I don't get trapped down here. 4 fireflies. Gee, alright, this is gonna be a pain to contend with. If only one could get down here, I could try to stun it. I could also miserably fail at that and have to run away. So let's do this. Alright, so there's one gone. Discord notification. If you heard that before, it's Discord notification. I'll have to see what that is later. Almost a million here. Almost a million in almost an hour. I think I started playing about an hour. I don't have it set for anything. The only thing I get notified for is personal messages. I actually killed all the fireflies. Okay, so now I just have to get up here, get the dollars. Here. The guy's online now. I can try to talk to him a minute, maybe, if need be. Alright, so I'm a few hundred points away from a million. And alright, so I'm like 200 away from a million. So if I can get out of here without getting killed by those fireballs, it's definitely a million. Plus I'll have the bonus stage, which means that that'll also buy me a little more playing time. Alright, a million has been broken. Can't keep hearing more notifications. I'll check that after I get through this bonus stage. And we'll take a, yeah, because at that point we'll take a break. And we'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, yeah, we don't want to risk that. Enemies could come out of the pipe there. Alright, according to my counter, we are less than a minute away from me having an hour-long game of this, which... Continuous hour-long game, or... Actually, no, not continuous, because I had to pause a couple times, but... Regardless, I've done that before, but, never recorded it. That was kind of interesting what happened there with the fireflies. Kept stunning and unstunning. I was trying to get the one closer to me, I was trying to get the one closer to me to be stunned, but that ended up not working out. I think I actually had a couple times, and I was also trying to, actually, at first I was trying to get both to be stunned, which was stupid because that can't happen. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. But yeah, it's funny sometimes when the dollars spawn right where you're standing. I always enjoyed that. If that fighter fly had not fallen through the platform there, that would have been very bad for me. I need to run. Whoa, that was close. That was almost a game over for me there. But have we killed all the fighter flies? Looks like we may have. Alright, so that was a really good run through this stage. Came really close to death that one time. Other than that, that went really well. Let's just get out of here now. I guess I never did fully explain why the high score shows 647,500 or whatnot. It's because when you complete a stage and do it, or actually when you do anything, let's say you're 100 points away and you collect 300. Let's say you're 60 points away and collect 300. It'll add that, but it'll add the number implied, but it won't count that on the high score. It won't count as part. It'll add it to the score, but it won't show that it's adding it to the high score. And then the rest of the points, so in that case, the remainder of 240, would just be thrown on the player one score up there. That's why it displays like that. TV on out there, I don't know if you can hear that. It's loud, I should probably... Okay, clip through the fighter fly again. That will happen from time to time. Base 70, alright. It really is just a game of endurance now. How long can I outlast, especially the conveyor belt screen? There actually is a little bit of a weird two-player glitch, which I'll probably show off at the end of this. If you recall what I said before, I was explaining you actually wrap around the screen. Not unlike Mario Brothers, you wrap around not the edge of the screen itself, but the pipes. And because of that, there's a bit of a weird glitch that can occur in two-player. Bit of an odd-looking glitch, which I found just from messing around one time. So I can show that out after this. to get that thing. Did not succeed. It's gonna be tough to navigate. Bounce back. Now I can just do this. There we go. This is really is when it gets to these later phases, it really does become tough as nails. Even when it's just pretty much an endurance game, or since that just no more difficulty increases occur. A long time back, I actually played through the PC 8801 version with save states, just to see how far. That's when I first found out about the score loop. Actually, it was before I was as good as I am now, and that's also when that's when I first found out about the phase 100 and everything. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Just a brief pause there. Keep getting interrupted here. Okay, this does not look good. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can do this though. Okay. I have to run so that fight or flight does not come down on me. Looks like we might actually have to kill all the enemies this time. Now we have to wait till the fireballs are in a good position. It looks like that fight or fly won't really get in our way. Alright, is this gonna be good after this? Yeah. Alright. There we go. That's weird. Are you guys getting the sound from this? I don't think it's picking up the sound. Why is that doing that? Sorry guys, this is a new problem. My screen recorder does not appear to be picking up the sound here. I'm noticing this an hour and 10 minutes into this recording. Sorry about that. Don't know what to do really, because the sound's working on my end, and I tested it right before on a video to make sure, because I know I was having issues before. Because I think that's why I had to unplug the headphones before, but it seemed fine. But I guess it doesn't like this. I guess it doesn't like emulators in general or something. So it was happening. I was recording Daigyakushu back in February, whenever that was. So I guess sorry it's been silence when I'm not talking. I was talking about the sound earlier. You couldn't really hear that, but I'll do a video at some point with the sounds, just the sounds, so you can hear that better. Screwed that up. Thought I nailed that one. The thing is, I don't have any good video editors. If I did, I'd put some random music or something in the background. You know, something to go with this, but I don't think, or can I? I will have to look. Oh, crap. Ah, that was close. Alright, yeah. Fireballs are in a good position. Let's see if we can't just get out here real quick now. We're, we're now just under 100,000 away from another score loop. Actually, I'm starting to remember this. I think I might actually be able to insert some music, guys. So if you're watching this and you're confused as to what I'm talking about, now you know. So I think my screen recorder may actually have a feature. It did occur to me the other day that Mario Special maybe this might be the Mario game with the most versions ever released, because now there's 9 versions. There's the X1, PC8801, PC6601, FM7, PC9801, MZ-2200, MZ-1500, Hitachi S1, and SMC777. I don't think I missed any. It should be 9 versions. Phase 80. Okay, look at this. We might have to try something here. Because as you see, we're only around just under 2,000 away from the second score loop. Okay, this was the if this was the, I call ultimate side stubbers, I guess, that would have made this easier, because then I could have just tried to jump them over and over and again to confirm my theory about the score and kind of show you guys about when exactly it occurs. I'll also show you guys a little more of this. But, yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be the case. Take what I can get, though. Actually, wait, we have an infinitely spawning sidestepper. Is not shell creeper here. Can we milk this? Let's see. I'm gonna have to watch those down there to make sure I don't get any respawns that I don't want. Okay, so I see he went in a different direction that time. Looks like some opportunity there. But I still wonder, can we stall this out? In case I need a quick exit, I'll go ahead and activate everything now, because I don't think I'm going to be able to... Alright, yeah, it's just Gal, it's about to wind down. So that was interesting, guys. So see, double score loop. Okay, there's a firefly. Finally got it. My first jump there. So there you go. It can be done. So with two squirrel loops, that puts us at roughly 1.3 million. I think just over something. Crap, I'm not getting this at all. Alright, this is gonna be tough, but we should be alright. Okay, we get to get rid of fighter fly. Alright, we can try to get up now. I think it's gonna make it a pain. Fill it up, at least we got rid of another enemy. minus 85. Whoa, I walked on air even more than I'm usually allowed to. Because usually you would fall from. I think the problem is I got the right frame or two when the platform was scrolling into view, but it didn't show yet or something. So the platform itself was, but the sprite wasn't or something. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before. I think it's the most I've gone away with. Let's get ready down here. Got the ring early. Can we? Nah. Just barely gonna miss it. Almost died from that. That's what happened earlier. That's how I actually did die that one time earlier. Was I thought I was gonna be able to stun that fighter fly, but then I wasn't. Let's get out of here. Alright, I've been playing for about an hour and 25 minutes, it looks like. I wonder who all is going to actually watch all of this video. But you know, with this, every phase will be documented, or at least most phases. Depending on how far I get. Alright, good, we have an ultimate shell creepers coming up. And also, ultimate side steppers now. So, we have one now, so should be able to avoid with relative ease, though we do want to get over to the other side of the screen, because it's going to respawn in the same area. So I have to be quick. Phase 90. That's all we do here. Crap. Let's see if we can do this. Yes, alright. That would have been perfect time to get on, but his enemies were there. I was worried about hitting them. But now the time is right. Gone for about an hour and a half now. shell creeps coming that way. Bit of a pickle there. You can clip through enemies like that if they come down, kind of, and you can just squeeze past them. I actually got out there without any green fireball. Okay, how do I want to do this? That would have been the perfect time to get out of here. Please go through the thing. Yes. Oh man, that was so close to death. Alright. See here. No. Let's see if we can get it when it comes around this time. You're kidding me. Aw, man. Phase 99. We were so close to phase 100. I almost got to show you guys the 100th phase. Well, you saw 99 and I have the screenshot of the 100th. It pretty much plays like a normal bonus stage and the stages keep going after that repeatedly. But there you go, guys, the first 99 stages of the game. I can't believe that happened. Alright, but as promised though, I actually will show you this little weird two-player glitch here. So here's a two-player game, and on the simulator, by the way, Mario's controls are the number pad arrow keys and then space. Luigi's are C and B, I believe? Yes. The C and B for left and right, and then tab is jump? Yeah. So, okay, so anyway, watch this. So, Look at this. If you push Luigi just through, you saw him clip through the pipe. Mario can't run through the pipe. Can try this stuff. Mario stands against it. Same thing with Luigi. Also, I didn't really discuss it much. There is a timer in this game, but it's very rare that it ever really comes into play. And also, if you jump at the other player, kind of do this weird wall jump thing. Unfortunately, right now I don't have anyone to play two-player with, so you can see this, but maybe in the future that'll be a thing. I can find someone who's interested in trying two-player with this. But anyway, guys, so aside from the missing the 100th phase by a hair, this went really well. So this is my second best game I've ever had of this, I believe. So glad you guys got to see it. Hope you enjoyed. You can comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are on this version. Any questions you have regarding this? No, also if you listen, oh, that's right, you can't hear. I was going to say, there's this little ticking for the time, but I forgot the sound is broken for some reason. But anyway, so if you're interested for more content like this, subscribe if you want. I'd appreciate that. It very much encourages me to do more of this type of stuff. And if you have one of the other Undumb versions, you should probably actually just contact me on my Discord or something. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys, and I will see you next time with the PC8801 version. Excuse me, PC6601 version. Can't believe I made that error.